Hi, I'm Dave Epstein. Welcome to this edition of Growing Wisdom. I'm here with John Burns of Lookout Farm. Actually, the oldest farm in the country, 1651, right?
1651, right.
Pretty amazing. And were they growing Asian pears back then?
I'm thinking not.
All right, so we're going to talk today about Asian pears, and that's a very unique fruit, isn't it?
It is, yeah. It's often called an apple pear, and it's a cross between an apple and a pear. It has many characteristics in the shape of an apple, but also has the taste and the texture of a pear as well. Dave, why don't we walk over here and I'll show you some of our pears.
How many acres of the Asian pears do you have here?
Probably about 20.
20 acres?
20 acres, just dedicated to Asian pears.
And you find that they are one of the more popular things?
Oh, certainly during the U-pick season. They're incredibly popular. High Asian population comes here specifically just to pick the Asian pears. And of course, you know, it's a great item for the retailers during the mid-September to November season.
John, how many different types of Asian pears do we have here?
We grow two varieties. These here, what we have are called Shinseki, and we also grow Hosuis as well. The Hosui is the more popular of the two. It's a brown-skinned, and you can see here from the Shinsekis, these are green that turn to a yellow skin.
John, Asian pears doesn't seem like something I see a lot at farms. Are there a lot of places that grow these?
Not in a whole lot of different places. We have about 30,000 trees here. We produce over 1 million pounds annually. The next biggest farm that I know of is down in the Virginia area, and of course they grow them out on the West Coast as well. But most of the Asian pears into this country are brought in from Asia.
So John, if folks want to eat the local Asian pears grown in the United States, what's the time frame?
We start to harvest these mid-September time frame, and we start to shoot them out to all the retailers, all the major supermarkets in Greater Boston and other parts of New England, you know, carry our pears, and it will last probably into the first to the middle of November.
And would you expect it's the same for the Virginias as well as parts of the West Coast?
Actually, the Virginias come before us, so in their particular regions, the pears would be out earlier, probably more like July, August, into maybe early September, and then we kind of kick in for the next 2.5 months. In California, obviously, where they grow them, it's pretty much year-round.
So the Asian pear, obviously I can eat it. Is it good for cooking as well?
Pretty much the same as an apple. They're not as dense as an apple is, higher water content, so they're not going to last quite as long, but you can feel very comfortable if you keep it in 38, 40 degree temperature in your refrigerator. It'll last for certainly a few weeks in your fridge.
Do you find that these have as many pest problems as apples do, or fewer?
Well, I would say about the same. With apples, it's really fire blight that we're most concerned with. With the Asian pears, it's more with brown rot.
Brown rot?
Yeah.
These look really healthy, though.
These are great. This is a great fruit. It's a pretty easy fruit to grow, unlike the stone fruit that are very, very tough. Apples and Asian pears, they're pretty good.
You're espaliering these as well?
Yes.
And how big would these trees get if you let them?
Oh, they get maybe 20, 25 foot tall if we let them grow that high.
So a lot of maintenance to maintain a tree. If a homeowner wants to maintain a tree, this is a lot of effort here to do this.
Yeah, really it takes, we have a crew of like 12 that works all winter long, and it takes them about 4 months to hand prune all of these 60,000 trees here on the farm.
And when do you start pruning?
After the first hard frost, which is sometime in the early November time frame.
So in this climate, it's in early November, but some of the other climates, they may start pruning a little bit later if frost comes a little later.
Exactly.
And like you said, it takes months and months, and then it's just got to be done before the trees start growing.
Yeah, exactly right.
John, thanks a lot. Incredibly helpful. Interesting, the Asian pear, something that not a lot of folks perhaps have heard of, and I see some good Hosuis over there, so I'm going to go picking. I hope you don't mind.
No, absolutely.
All right, let's see what we can find here. These look really nice.
These look great.